Good morning. It is Saturday, April 10th, and inside my jet boil, I just made my carnation instant breakfast with coffee. And I didn't get all the way through that grilled chicken, pad thai. I figured, well, maybe I'll have it for lunch today. It was way too spicy. I didn't really want to have something like that before I go to sleep at night. So it's almost 8 o'clock, getting off to kind of a late start, but I ended up taking 4 ibuprofen, 2 at 7:30 and 2 more about 11:30. And I did have to get out of the tent a few times to go to the bathroom. So my tent is still set up. Still need to change into my day clothes. So hopefully I can get out of here about 9. And the plan is to make it all the way to Washington Park. Hopefully we can do that. We'll have to see. Seen some day hikers already pass by here. My bear bag hang was okay. I guess it was safe last night, so I guess it was doable. But, have some breakfast. Okay, so I think I'll rock hop, set my pack on the other side, and then let's get to filtering some water. Hopefully it'll be pretty good and clean. I had a couple of bugs in my last one, so we'll see how this goes. So just northbound, maybe about a half a mile from the Geronimo trailhead. Got this wonderful Widowmaker. It's one of those ones that you hope it doesn't fall when you walk through it. Barely being supported on a couple of those trees. Good windstorm. It'll come down. It's pretty well wedged down there though. I don't know how much more can fall besides breaking those trees. Oh. Trail maintainer should come in here and cut that down. Okay, I was about 3/4 of a mile in for today. It was a nice shady spot, a sit down spot, so took a couple of sips of water, did my stretches, and met 2 more through hikers, Gilmore and Intro. I don't know if they're husband and wife, but male and female. And they were really nice. They had done the AT back in 16. And so I guess that's 4 through hikers so far. Picasso, Snake Charmer, Gilmore, and Intro. So if I say their names and put it in here, then I'll remember it for writing in my journal. So gorgeous so far. Trail has been nice. Did have a steady climb out of Bray Creek. But definitely this hike has been better, not as nerve-wracking as a couple weeks ago when I tried going southbound. I think I got some of my anxiety issues as my daughter would say, I'm off the anxiety bus. Well, not exactly, but I'm working things out using my C-Knock and Sawyer, and that's been doing pretty good. I ended up finding my other washer so that I wasn't having leakage issues. Still putting it on a little bit too tight so it's not flowing as fast, but it's all a process. Wow, it's pretty nice. All right, so I'm gonna get off of here and get to hiking. Check in with you in a little while. All right, so found the trail, and right through here, a lot of people were doing the same thing I did. Somehow we all missed that turn, but it's pretty much blocked off right down here. But I did see that other trail down below, a little bit of a road walk. So apparently I wasn't the only one that was going up there and came down through here as soon as we saw this. But back on trail. Interesting. So this trail is kicking my butt so far. I've got 1.5 miles, 500 feet of elevation climb. So I decided to make some hydrate and recover and take advantage of this log that's across the trail and just sit on it for a minute. Oh, 1.5 miles. So I got about 8 miles to go to Washington Park. Let's see. It is almost 11 o'clock. And oh boy, am I sweaty. So, get some of this hydrate and recover into me. I think a lot of it is because I really didn't eat much last night, so I'll go for about another mile or so. 1.5 miles. Eat that mountain air, and then maybe I'll push through. So, just a quick check-in. Catch you later. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, April 10th. And I'm at Bray Creek. There's a lot of good tenting spots. There's a bareback hang. It's pretty close to my tent, but I might be able to move it a little bit. It's another place, but using a stick method to pull out the side where my head is out. I've seen a bunch of people using that, and I did it last night too, and I kind of like that. Also, the ground is somewhat soft, but also somewhat hard, so I've got some rocks holding it down. So let's give you a tour. We have a couple of sitting logs, all set up kind of nice around a steel barrow to have a fire in. I've got my bottles and my Sawyer. I already filtered water one time. So somebody could probably tent there, although it's a little bit sliding down towards that way. And let me see from where I'm at. I said there's a spring, so we have all kinds of obstacle courses with all these hoses. Lots of places to sit, which is nice. Got another spot here to tent. I was thinking about doing that one. That way the bear hang would be a lot farther away. But when I got to looking at it, I think it kind of slopes down like that. Unless you go farther over by this tree. I went, well, maybe not. So then I came up here. This would be great for one of those tents that does not have the need for the tie downs. You know, it's a completely self-contained pop-up type tent. I was actually thinking, wow, that'd be nice to kind of lean my back up against that rock. But then you've got that guy line from the Z-Pax duplex, so that wouldn't work. And lots of down trees in here. There's a trail marker. Got another fire pit right here. And I thought, well, maybe this is a fairly decent spot. Although again, it kind of slopes down this way. There is access to Bray Creek right here. If you wanted to scoop it out of there, and then I was like, well, is that the trail? So I believe right there is the trail, and it crosses over and goes up through because there's a cairn. So this one was like, no, because it's way too close to the trail. But stopping early, it's about 5 miles to Washington Park. Figure if I got up tomorrow, I could probably make it to the park and back out. You're not really supposed to tent there. So if I could make it back here, that would be a 10-mile day, and especially if I get some good sleep. Not so anxious and nervous like I was last night. I didn't really get very good sleep last night. So there's a sign, untreated spring water, 60 feet that way. Oh, it's got a nice 400. Hello, what are you doing, running?
Yeah.
The whole Arizona Trail, or?
About 200 miles of it.
Wow.
I hiked 500.
Okay, so they have the sign for Utah is 343 miles north. Mexico is 482 miles south. So that's kind of interesting. And this hose snakes all the way up there. Go underneath the ground there for a little bit, underneath the trail. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and get some rest today. I don't want to push the 5 miles. I'm not really getting my 2 miles an hour. So 5 miles would be 5 hours. That would be another 7 o'clock at night. And I really don't want to do that. So right here is where I got water earlier. Pretty easy to put the Scenic bag over it. And kind of trickles all the way down through there. So let me see, recapping how many thru hikers I've seen. So I've seen Picasso, Snake Charmer, Hot Wheels, Oklahoma, Roadrunner. I didn't get this guy's name. Hopefully I got everybody in there. I'll have to look at my notes. But yeah, I'm just gonna chillax underneath the rim up there. And enjoy, which is what this is all about. It's getting out, learning to commune with nature, enjoy. So, here's where I am for the night. Kind of early, but that's okay. So here's my dinner for tonight. It's a homemade mix that I did with couscous, some dried black beans, some dried carrots, some dried peas. I think I've got parsley in there, probably some dried onions. I don't remember all the stuff that I got in there, maybe even dried celery. But I had one of these in the hotel room. This is just a quart-sized bag. That it mixes up to be quite a bit of food. Anyway, I had this the other night in the hotel room and I had a hard time getting through it. So if I don't finish it tonight, then I can go ahead and have some more of it tomorrow. But just wanted to share with you a little bit of what I'm eating tonight.